Hello, everybody, and good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Smoking Simian podcast with yours truly. Yes, it is me. It is me yet again, and it is you listening to me yet again. Making the right choice by starting your illustrious weeks with us. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode, or both episodes. Mr. Brian Bogue, big thanks to him for coming on. What the fuck else is happening, guys? I'm hopeful for the future with the whole not having an actual job type thing. I'm super hopeful for it. I worked at the weekend. I worked at the restaurant this past weekend, and it was good. It was pretty fucking busy. I made some money. I'm realizing that environment is actually, it's much better than any of the other environments that I've put myself in terms of working. And I make, pretty good fucking money. You can't argue with it. You really can't fucking argue with it. As much as it fucking sucks sometimes to have to go to, deal with people. What? This isn't this isn't the Cabernet that I ordered. Oh, miss, no, I watched her pour that. That's 9 ounces of the Cabernet that you... No. I know J-Lore Cabernet, and this is not... I don't know. This isn't it. This, maybe it's the Pinot Noir. No, miss. This is... You're not... So, that's never fun, right? That's never fun. It's what's funny, though, is when you... To fix that problem, you just pour it in another glass. You just come back and they're like, you know what? That's it. That's the one. That's what I remember. That's exactly what I remember. Yep. That's the Cabernet that I ordered. But that just comes with the territory. No job's fucking perfect. But I realized that I'm wasting my time trying to find a 40-hour-a-week job. I really am. I am 100%. It's especially for what I'm trying to do. It's dumb, We're doing some new things with the studio. Soon we might even have a new studio, like a new one, where there's not gaping holes in the walls and ceiling. We could be moving, which is going to be cool. It's looking like I'm going to need a new table. This $20 table that I bought from those 2 Chinese girls isn't... It's not gonna cut it anymore. It's too high, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of shit on the table now because of, I have a what did I pay for this thing? Almost, I don't know, probably $350 for this fucking thing that I can't even use. Mic switcher. I'm supposed to be able to hook up. I got mics all over this place. I got 1, 2, and then there's 2 on the table. I got 4 mics in total. I've only been able to use 2. But I learned that these things need a power source, and the fact that they're plugged into my laptop is the power source. So I guess this thing, even though it's plugged into the fucking wall, doesn't provide a sufficient power source for these guys. So I got to buy another gadget and 2 more of these fucking red cords that I got all over this. That's why this laptop's on in front of me. I normally don't want it in front of me, but for now we're improvising. We're in the makings of some cool shit going forward, people. 2021. What else is fucking happening? Rush Limbaugh died. How about that guy? I remember being a kid. I remember being a child, and my grandmother would pick me up from school, and my grandmother's got a real thick Italian accent, and she's, like a real old school, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and go to fucking work and stop being a lazy bum, essentially. She's the type of woman to see a homeless guy and say, "Get a job, you son of a..." No, she's a nice lady, but nonetheless, she's considerably on the right. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to political views and stuff like that, she loved Trump. Didn't love him to a T. She had times where it was like, wow, he's being a fucking idiot, but she agreed more with him than she did with, say, Obama or, I don't know. She's really only ever talked about them. But, I would remember coming home from school and she'd have on Dan York. and Dan York, I think, was like a Republican right wing, kind of local radio personality. And she had him on. She could pretty much stomach him for the most part. And then, Rush Limbaugh would come on, and she's, oh, God, turn this off. Simon, I bet she would hate him. And it's just super crazy that he was on for so fucking long. And I remember he would be on for I'd get out of school at, let's say, 2:15, right, elementary school. I'd get out probably later. I don't remember, because I think we started later. But either way, I would get out, and Dan York would just be coming off, right, on the ride back to her house, and then Rush Limbaugh would come on, and she would always shut it off. And then at night, I would have something to do, either go to karate class or go to guitar. And if my grandmother was taking me, she would turn the radio still on, right, turn the radio on, and Rush Limbaugh is still on there jabbering and talking about people. And now, being an older person, seeing kind of what the fuck he was even talking about, it's super interesting to even see that a guy like that could. It shows how much of a niche market there is for everything. There's niche markets for fucking everything. And if you find the right thing and you just dive into it, you don't even need to be creative. You don't even need to try. Essentially, why try? Who gives a fuck? Everybody agrees with what you're saying. Why even give a fuck? Why even try? All you need to do is find the lane, right? Now, do I personally consent to that? I don't know. I'm more of a creative person, but who am I to say that if of all the shit that I've been spewing on here, somebody's like, yeah, I totally agree with him, fucking, drinking coffee and smoking cigars, and it's like, all right. Yeah, and somebody came up to me, and I had enough of a following, and people were like, hey, we'll pay you money to talk about cigars and drinking coffee, then maybe I fucking would do it for 3 hours a day, eating 100 Oxycontins like Rush Limbaugh. That's what I don't understand. They found out that he was doing oxys. Like, I'm not a drug guy, right? I smoke weed, and I got my sheep dip today, the sheep dip in the Modelo glass, because we don't have any short glasses. I broke them all. Sometimes you just want to smash glasses off your head. Kidding. I'm not kidding. I live to smash glasses off my fucking dome. I hope that scared all of you. No, I forgot what I was talking about, to be honest. Right. So, I don't do drugs or anything, but I always thought oxys were just like heroin, like you just fucking fall asleep. How do you take, supposedly the word is it was 100. He was eating 100 of them a day, Rush Limbaugh, and he was talking for fucking hours at a time, bro. Hours at a time, and I was just a kid. Like, I didn't know anything about anything, but he would be on every fucking day talking. Like, that to me is fucking crazy. Like, I know I'm on here talking, and eventually I'm going to get comfortable enough to where I can talk alone for an hour or longer than that. I know I've gotten close, but just how do you, for years, for I don't even know, 20 plus years, he was on the radio just bad mouthing people and shitting on people. But it just goes to show, you find that niche, you find that lane, and you fucking dig into it. Now it's funny because if you find a lane that people is more favorable, nobody has anything bad to say about it. Then again, to refute the point that I just made, you see a guy like, Jimmy Fallon or, one of these late night hosts who, they don't, there's no creativity, there's no soul in what they're doing, and you kind of see that, and you're like, as nice as that all is, that what he's doing, it's more favorable content than a guy like Rush Limbaugh shitting on people. It's still like, you're not really being very creative. You're just kind of, there's a hand up your ass directing everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to want to be on SNL, right? Like, SNL is dope, right? SNL is fucking cool, man. All the cool guys were on SNL, and the guys who got rejected from SNL ended up being cool, too. So SNL, like, that's what it's all about. I remember tweeting in high school like a fucking Momo. I'm going to be on SNL one day. Just wait for me. I'm going to be on SNL. Just hold on. You're going to see me on the TV, and you're not going to know what the fuck to do. Wait till I'm on SNL. Because I saw guys like Jay Farrow, You know what I'm saying? I saw him on YouTube before he even got on SNL. He was doing impressions of people, and I was like, wow. You know, he's funny, and he's a good impressionist, but the fact that he's on SNL, like, holy shit. Well, the fact that he got to SNL from YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like, that to me was like, whoa, I got to be on SNL. So, but now as I get older, and I've always been a fan of comedy, I've always been a fan of, you know, funny shit, but I've realized that it's mostly stand-up comedy. Like, to me, that's the art. That's fucking, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's the perfect thing. You know, I'm still reading the Lenny Bruce book. It's a long fucking book. Of course, I picked this year, right, the year that I want to read, I don't know, what, I write 20 books down? I'm not even halfway through this. Actually, no, I think. No. I'm like a quarter of the way through this one. So, good fucking start, and we're, you know, almost 2 months in. You know, in there, I was reading, you know, comedy is almost meant to be taken at the moment, and then for the best forms of comedy are just like, you get it in the moment, and it's like, ah ha ha, and you fucking forget about it, right? You forget about it. You know, obviously there's certain bits and there's certain jokes that are fucking legendary, right? You know, from Abbott and Costello to who's on first, what's on second, all the way to, you know, George Carlin's rants, or Richard Pryor talking about how he, you know, burnt himself up smoking crack or killing his car, right? Like, all that shit. You know, that ends up being iconic and legendary, but only because it was so, like, in the moment and funny. And it was something, and another thing that brings stand-up as a whole to me as a real artistic practice is the fact that you, as the comedian, have to take something that everybody else is thinking, good, bad, or indifferent, and you have to find a way to translate it to make it funny. You have to find something that you find funny that everybody else is thinking about. You got to make it fucking funny. And that's where the artistry kicks in, right? That's where there's, you know, it's just you with a concept, and you're telling your jokes, and you're working it out, and eventually now you have something that's fucking funny. It's not getting up on stage with a fucking crowd that's more excited to see your guest than they are to see you, right? More excited for that, and everything that you're saying is fucking written down, right? So Saturday Night Live to me was like, oh, you know, the best comedians go on Saturday Night Live, and maybe at first, maybe when it first started, right, with George Carlin in the first episode, right, and then Richard Pryor being a part of it, Eddie Murphy, you know, Chevy Chase, but you know, I'm just a fan of edgier creativity, right? There's plenty of things that I think are fun, right? There's plenty of things that I think are fun that maybe others may look at me and be like, why do you watch, what are you, dumb? Like, what? Like, I love game shows, right? And game shows are notoriously the butt of jokes, right? You watch fucking game shows? What the hell is that? Game shows? You can't fucking, what? You watch fucking, dude, turn on the news. There's people dying every day. Put on the what about sports? Football. Baseball. Come on. Game shows? What the fuck is game shows? God forbid you learn something, right? There's some game shows you actually almost fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like Jeopardy. You know, don't get me wrong, it's a mindless fucking show for the most part, but it's fun to watch, number one, and it's fun, you learn shit, right? Sometimes. And even the ones you don't fucking learn, I don't give a fuck. Survivor, you don't learn shit. But that show's fucking awesome. I love that show. You know, I forgot what because it's fun. It's fucking fun, right? That was the whole point that I was trying to bring up. There's plenty of things that can be fun and, you know, not particularly artistic or creative that you can still fucking enjoy. I don't have a problem with that. Everybody has their own. But for me, it's like when it comes to certain things, when it comes to entertainment, comedic entertainment, the purest form to me is stand-up comedy, and it's the best. That's it. It's the best. Like, funny movies, comedy movies or whatever are cool and all, you know, but very few of them to me are funny. You know, I don't have a huge repertoire, but a lot of them are, you know, it's not as funny to me as a guy who went and made jokes that everybody can relate to, or a lot of people can relate to, you know what I'm saying? You know, same thing with fucking TV shows, you know, sitcoms and Tonight Show and Saturday Night Live. That's where I was getting at with Saturday Night Live. Like, the best comedians aren't on Saturday Night Live. The funniest people aren't on there. You know, not to diminish. I'm sure they're all looking at me and saying, "This fucking asshole is diminishing what we do here on Saturday Night Live." I'm sure they're finding out about that. But, you know, not to diminish them. I'm sure it's a hard process and there's a lot of work to get on Saturday Night Live. But you could probably make anybody laugh, right? If you have a decent sense of charisma, right? And, you know, all the stuff that you're saying was worked out by a multitude of people, right? Now, that being said, there's been plenty of stand-ups that have been, you know, created with the help of writers and people like, for example, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy put 2 out in a year or something. That's, you know, that's unheard of. 2 of the biggest ones ever, too, right? Hilarious and Raw, right? And some of them had some, you know, mirroring stuff, but for the most part, it was brilliant. It was genius. And he had a hand in what was being written, but there was also, you know, a fucking production behind it. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just you up there. It's not like you have a skit, you have other people to lean on or whatever. It's not so much, it's not acting, it's real, you know, and Saturday Night Live and all that stuff to me is just, it's very watered down. To me, I'm always, you know, I'm almost a purist at heart. Not always, but, you know, certain things, I like to keep the idea of that purity in mind. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'd never get anywhere if you didn't have an open mind, right? If you weren't willing, if Muhammad Ali wasn't willing to bounce around on his toes and have people look at him like, whoa, what the fuck is he doing? Then nobody would have ever thought to do that, thought to have that style of movement. So, you know, that's what the fuck it is. When it comes to stand-up and shit like that, that shit is, it's so pure to me, and it's such a scary fucking thing. It's such a scary thing. You know, getting up there, just you trying to you're essentially making your living by, you know, you're an entertainer, of course, but you're making your living writing jokes, you know, it sounds so dumb, right? Doesn't it? Doesn't it just sound like, oh, you just write jokes, fuck that, like, but it's a true art form. It really is, and I have so much appreciation for it. I don't know how I got on this topic, but this is a perfect time to talk about our sponsor. Yes, today, and probably going forward, you know, until I get some actual ad reads, I'm just going to talk about this fucking shit. This, you know, because I pretty much have everything memorized, you know what I'm saying? It's great coffee. It's fucking phenomenal. Lifeboost coffee. I keep looking at it like it's my guest. He's right here. Look at him, Lifeboost. Look at him with his red shirt and his parrots. No, Lifeboost coffee is fucking phenomenal. No GMOs, pure organic coffee. Like I said, this is the healthiest shit on the planet. Low acid. There's nothing else you people hear about this goddamn coffee. It is low acid. It's beautiful. It's like drinking, you know, Venus's tears, if you will. It keeps you up. It does what the fuck coffee's supposed to do, but it doesn't give you that burny bullshit aftertaste that nobody likes. All coffee drinkers would agree that is the worst part of drinking coffee is that. It's terrible. Nobody wants any part in it. And Lifeboost Coffee has done a very good job of getting rid of that shit. They also use single source, top quality gourmet, hand-picked, lots of adjectives, coffee beans from farmers who get paid well. Isn't that great? Isn't that great that we're employing some people from third world countries and actually paying them right? Isn't that a good fucking thing? Shouldn't that be enough for you to say, you know what? Antonio Barboza slaves 2 days a week. 2 days out of his week, he's got to put up episodes. He's got to talk about some fucking coffee. Doesn't that make you think like, at least that coffee, at least the people can go home and feed their goddamn family? Doesn't that help? Doesn't that make you want to support me? Doesn't that make you want to give me some money? I know it does. Come on. Come on. This shit doesn't. It doesn't. I got 4 mics. I got 4 mics that don't work. I got 3 headphones I can't plug in. Buy the coffee. Buy the goddamn, it's right here. Look at it's beautiful. I'm giving you half off. I'm getting wrapped up in all this shit. I'm giving you guys half off of the healthiest goddamn coffee on the planet. Oh, come on. You're going to get 3 of these bags, at least. At least 3 of these bags in your order. And it's half fucking off, guys. It's fucking half off. It's almost 3 pounds of coffee. I know you motherfuckers drink coffee. We're addicted to it. I'm itching looking at the fucking thing. That's why I keep looking back and forth. You hear that? Fucking, I want that coffee. Oh, God, I could... Oh, the dark roast ground coffee. All right. Buy the coffee, guys. Half off. Click the link in the description of the show. Like I said, it's healthy. No mycotoxins, no metabolites. Going to give you cancer, going to give you health problems, kidney disease. You're going to piss blood. Not from this coffee. No. You're going to pee. You're going to shit like a diuretic is supposed to be. It's coffee. That's what you're supposed to do, right? That's why you take it. That's why we drink it. Caffeine, keep you up in the morning. It's that's what the fuck it's here for. So click the link in the description of the show, wherever the fuck you listen. And, yeah, get half off. Click get discount. That's how you get it. You got to click there's a big, yellow button that says get discount. So go ahead and do that. And every time you do that, another big thing, it says it right on the back here, a portion of all profits go toward protecting the environment. I mean, is there any more I have to say, guys? Any more I have to say? It's grown up on a mountain over a mile high. Get 50% off. Come on. Click the link in my description. Click get discount once you get to the website. And get your Lifeboost coffee today. Next, the other one, Obsessive Aggression, my brand, my stuff, which is even more important for you guys to purchase and be a part of. You know why? Because it is only the beginning. We're going to be, soon we'll have boxing gloves that make you fly. They'll have their own gravity. You can do a handstand and you can just hover everywhere. You don't need to do shit. That's what's coming next. Just wait. A few years, we're going to program the gloves. They're going to help you fly, and you can punch through walls. It's going to be fucking beautiful. But no, seriously, go to www.obsessiveaggression.com and get yourself some top quality 16-ounce custom made by moi 16-ounce boxing gloves, perfect for fucking anything that you do, whether you're training to punch a hole through somebody's face, or you just want a pair to look at. If you want a pair to look at, and maybe one day you'll trick yourself into going to that cardio kickboxing class that you paid for. You pay for it every month. You might as well have the gloves to look at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they're custom made by me. Hopefully you think they look nice. I think they look fucking nice. Obviously, I'm supposed to think they look nice, but obsessiveaggression.com. Head over there. At least check out the website. The website's cool, right? The website's got some pictures, media page, pictures of me, pictures of me doing shit with the gloves, Not just punching. No, we're feeding the homeless with the gloves on. What else? We're going to toy drives with the gloves on. We're, typing QAnon forums with the gloves on. It's nice. It is nice. It's a great brand, and I hope you guys jump on it. Come on, guys, jump on it. Get down on it like Kool and the Gang or whoever wrote that song. www.obsessiveaggression.com. Check it out for me, please. All right, that's all I got for the sponsors. I'm my own sponsor for one of those, and I don't pay me a dime, so... I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about before this, but either way, guys, we're growing, and I'm excited for that. I was talking about comedy. I was talking about stand-up, and I think I was getting to the point where I'm very excited to hop back up on stage. I've been writing material. I don't know if I've said that already, but I've been writing some material. I'm excited to come back to the game. It's hard, man. It's hard being a motherfucker like me who, and I'm sure some of you guys resonate with this. We have so many interests. We want to fucking try everything, bro. Everything. Anything that sounds cool to me, I just want to try it. I just want to try it and I want to do it. And, it sucks that you can't make a living out of everything, right? Because all I want to do is but then again, it's like you just picked a few things that are really a lot of fun and you make a living off those, and then, you're able to have fun while you work, and then when you're not working, you also get to have fun and do cool shit. But with me, it's almost like, if I went and did stand-up comedy, then I would really want to get into it, probably. And then I'd get really, really deep into it, and it'd be, a whole nother portion of my life taken away from the ones who love me. Taken away from them. All for my own selfish, achievement. I don't know. What's the word? Searching for achievement. My selfish search for achievement. Well, Sheep Dip is working. Sheep Dip is working on this Monday morning. But, no, I'm super excited to do that. Like I said, first time I did it, I was a fucking kid. I was a pussy. I was, I was concerned with how people thought I would be, right? I was concerned with how, if people think I was funny or not, or, whatever. And now I'm not concerned with that. Obviously, to be a stand-up comedian, you got to be funny. That's your fucking job. But, part of it is also not being funny. Part of it is sucking for a while, just like anything else that you do that's new. It's just a process of trial and error. That's it. There's nothing more to it. It's trial and error, just like anything else. And I love being edgy. I love getting a rise out of people. I really do. I love I love being able to convince people of things. It's a fucked up thing, right? And luckily I only use this superpower. Luckily I only use it for fun, right? Like, for example, a lot of these employers, and some of you people are not going to look at me the same way after this, but a lot of these jobs that I've left, not a lot of them, it's really only been two, right? Two jobs. There's been two jobs specifically in the 18 that I've had in my life that I, no call, no showed, and just stopped showing up, right? But only after I have done a phenomenal, only after I've proved to them that I'm still a good person, right? Only after I've shown to them that, you know what, this guy might not be too bad, and he might be the one to fill in this position that we've been looking to fill for months, right? The last guy quit on us, right? But, we've had people come in and say they weren't interested after a day. This guy, he seems like he's here to work. He seems like he's here to do well. And boy, were they wrong. Oh, boy, were they wrong. The funniest shit to me is just that. It's just, I don't even need to see the reaction. Like, just thinking in my head, like, wow, I had those people thinking that I was the one. I was the guy who was gonna drive that paint around for 9 hours a day, and be bored shitless, right? It was gonna be me. Look at him. He's a nice guy. He's just looking for work. Whatever. Let him do it. He works 2 jobs. He's ready to work. He loves to work, right? That's the vibe I give off. I'll bake the cookies. Yeah, I'll make the batter. I don't give a fuck. Sure. Till the day comes where I'm like, oh, this sucks. This sucks bad, and I want no part of it for no longer. I am declaring my departure from this location. But I say that in my head. I say it in that accent, too. Just to make sure. Because I have to make sure it sticks in my head, or else I'll fall out of character. So, I think, the best scam I had was with the cookie company. That was nice. That was good. And I don't know if this is illegal or not, to just quit jobs and not, I don't know. I don't think it is. So I'm just going to tell the story anyway. That cookie job that I was working, I was making the batter for these fucking monstrous batches of cookies, and it was just dreadful. I've talked about it before. It was just a shitty time. And, while I was there, I was supposed to bring in some paperwork so that I could be put on payroll, right? Payroll, I start getting taxes taken out, and I start, now I need a W-2, all this stuff. Make it more official that I worked there, right? Right now, they were just kind of giving me a check. They were passing me a check at the end of the week just to train me, to make sure that I wanted to stay and everything. At first, I thought I did, if I'm being real. And, once I looked past the curtain and all this stuff, and I decided I wanted to get the fuck out of there, I was like, the week that I decided it was going to happen, I was like, all right, I'm not going to bring in my paperwork, right, so that they can pay me. Oh, that's the thing. They didn't pay me. So the first week I was there, they paid me. Here you go. Here's whatever it was. The next week, she gave me the paper, And I was like, oh, I kept forgetting. At that point, I hadn't decided that I wanted to leave yet, but I just was forgetting by accident to bring in the paperwork. And she's like, oh, all right, that's fine. Next week, we'll figure out some time to pay you. Okay, cool. Next week comes, I don't want to work here no more. At the end of the week, I'm like, hey, real quick, here's my paperwork, right? Gave her the paperwork. And I said, real quick, do you mind if I could get last week's pay and this week's pay, the way we've been doing it, just so, just we start fresh next week. There's no confusion, and I'll wait like you're supposed to wait the week before you get paid and whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'd rather do that. And she's like, yeah, sure. It wasn't, I made it sound like she was a little more compliant. She seemed a little upset about it. I feel like maybe she knew. Maybe she knew right there that I was like, she's like, this motherfucker's going to leave, isn't he? And they might have been right. But I said, yeah, let me just get the 2 weeks. Let me get the 2 weeks, at the end of this, and we'll be good. We're good to go. I'll be here, next week and whatever. And another thing that happened maybe the week before was we were cleaning out some stuff, and they had a mini fridge, and it's actually, I'm looking at it right now. We've got it plugged in, full of water. This is great. Works fucking phenomenal. And the guy was throwing it out, and he was asking everybody, anybody want this? And I'm like, I'll take this motherfucker. So we threw it in my car. And it works. Plugged it in down here. It's clean. Put waters in it. The motherfucker works. So, my last week there, I got my check, and the guy that was training me, he was part owner. He was working on retyping out all the recipes, right? He was like, we gotta figure this out so that it's in order. Because they weren't really in order, right? They were just like, I'd have to keep asking him, all right, what comes next? When do I put this in? I just weigh everything out. And he would tell me the order, and he's like, all right, put it in this order. And there had to be like 75 plus recipes in there. And he's like, oh yeah, here we go. And he showed me about half of them. He had like 30 done or something. And he's like, yeah, this, I got a good dent in. It should be good for next week, because it was the last day of the week. We only worked till Thursday or Wednesday or something. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, cool. That'll be a big help, man. Awesome. I got to stay in character. This is my last check on the line, and it's a big one. So, at the end of the day, he gives me the check, and that's it. I didn't even say bye. I just left. And, I got like $800 in a mini fridge. And I think that to me was more rewarding than the 3 weeks that I had to endure working for them. That to me was like, you know what? This was nice. This whole process was great because I got to experience this. It's good when you can do it to shitty people. And they were definitely not very nice people. I've done it to nice people as well. It doesn't feel as good. But what the fuck can you do? It is what it is. I'll pay for it at some other point in my life, But, that to me is fun, right? Just fucking with people. I love fucking with people. I love it. That to me is, getting a reaction out of people is one of the things that I cherish the most in this life. It really is. You can ask any of my friends. I love saying something completely outlandish, right? Something that was just completely out of left field, and it just fucks with people. Something they think about later on. Like, whoa, wow. He had to think about that, and people don't know. I don't think about any of this shit. It just pops off. It's, what I'm saying? Spontaneity, whatever the fuck the word is. I'm spontaneous. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about stability. I don't care. I don't care for it. And it sucks for the people that are around me and they love me and they're like, oh, well, what about this and what about that? And I'm like, I don't know. I live for the day. I live for today. I don't. I plan, sure. Plans are important. That's the whole idea behind my brand, Obsessive Aggression. But, I'm very spontaneous with things. I am. I'm very spontaneous with things. And, it's a perfectly fine way to live your fucking life. I mean, everybody's got some kind of stress. No matter how stable you are in your life, you got a great relationship with your family, great relationship with your fucking kids, great relationship with your significant other. You got a great relationship with your bosses. You make great money. You have a lovely house. You have time to go on vacation. You do all these things, and you still have stress. So, why not have a fucking, where's the objection in living a crazy life for a little while to go after something, right? Getting comfortable with instability, I think, is very important, because once it comes time for stability, once you're in stability, it's it's just a different situation. It's a different thing. It's a different thing. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I feel like to be stable, you need to be unstable for a while. Not mentally unstable. Don't go shooting people, but you gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta do some fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go broke. You gotta live in your car. I haven't done either of those things yet. If I'm gonna be anybody, I might think I might have to. You know what I'm saying? Even if I force myself to. And this is taking a very different turn. I don't know how I got to this point, but make sure you buy Lifeboost coffee. That's really what I'm on here for, is for you guys to give me money by buying some kind of a product, right? Buy a product that I'm talking about, that I'm vouching for, and I really am. This is good. It's good stuff. It's good. It's very good. But the whole reason I'm telling you about it is because I want you guys to make me some money. Make me some money, would ya? Would ya? Would you make me? Would you go ahead? Would you go ahead and click and buy the coffee? It's beautiful. Look at the bag. It's nice. It's clean. No preservatives. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back up on the stand-up comedy stage, writing some shit. I don't know when, but it'll probably be this year at some point. You guys will all hear about it. Like I said, it's just important to be in an unstable environment, and that's exactly what fucking comedy is. And I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun thing. It'll give me some more shit to think about, and who knows, maybe I'll have to step away from obsessive aggression for a while. I'm being honest with myself. I've been thinking about it. If I go ahead and I start doing stand-up comedy, and if I fucking really love it, again, if I fall in love with it, truly love it, then it's like, maybe I gotta put off the brand for a little bit. But until that time comes, that's another thing you guys should do, is buy those gloves. And I'm going to put my heart and soul into that, just like anything else. But, I can tell you for sure that I'm in this whole thing for the long haul. There's no way that I can consider myself successful unless I'm an entrepreneur. So, and that counts for, being a comedian, that counts for being an entertainer, being a podcaster, having your own brand, all this stuff. Again, there's no problem with relaunching. I have zero problem with starting something, and then maybe the time wasn't right, or at least I started something, right? I started something and whatever, and then restarting it. I have no problem with that. It's just about whatever the fuck I get involved in. I want to be good at it, especially if I like it. If I like it, then it's like, now I want to be good at it. I want to be good at this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck it is. That's what the fuck it is. And you guys will hear about it when I do get back up on stage. You guys will all hear about it. And that's all I got to say to you guys. That's all. That's it. I hope there's nothing more that you want me to say, other than, the stuff that I'm going to say after this. But, I hope you guys enjoy the show. I hope you guys enjoy me, right? Saying things, right? Saying stuff to you guys while you listen. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like it at least. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at abarboza000. I'm gonna start being more active on that shit. I say it every couple weeks, because I do it the day after and then I stop. But I gotta get after that shit. I gotta get after it. I read somewhere where it's like, you gotta market like you create. Market with the hunger that you have to create. And hustle's hustle, motherfuckers. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at abarboza000. Follow me on Twitter at the Simian _. Follow me or subscribe, like, comment, and share on YouTube, Tones Production. And the last thing is like, comment. No. I'm sorry. Subscribe. There we go. That's the word. Subscribe and follow the show wherever you listen, on the audio platform, on YouTube, wherever the fuck. And make sure you tell everybody about us. That's most important. Tell everybody about us. Tell everybody. Every single person that you see on the street, you stop them. You say, hey, you. And they're like, wait, me? Yeah, you. Hey, look at me. Look. No. Don't run away. Look at me. Look. This is important. Smoking Simian podcast. It's important. You got to listen to it. You look them dead in the eye, just how I'm looking at you. Smoking Simian podcast. Look at the fuck up and listen to it. Give him some money. Support the show. Buy the coffee. Buy the gloves. Do what the fuck he says. And now you pay it forward and you tell another guy. You understand me? Now go. Run. Get out of here. That's what I want. All you guys. Every day, 5 people. Every day, 5 new people. That's what I want. That's what I want from you guys. Thank you all so much for listening, and I'll talk to you on Thursday. Peace.